Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2 Unit 4.14 Notes. Today we're talking about systems of linear, absolute value, and quadratic inequalities. Our learning target today is to be able to graph systems of inequalities, whether they're linear, absolute value, or quadratic, and identify sample solutions. So what we're going to do is graph the following systems of inequalities, then identify one of the many sample solutions. Okay, so we're going to look at these one at a time, and we're going to start with the top one. Okay, so the top one is a linear because there are no absolute values and it is not squared, so it is linear. My slope is -2/3, which means we're going down 2, right 3, and I begin at 0, 5. Now, the inequality tells me that it is closed, and since it's less than, I need to shade below. So the first thing that I'm going to do is graph that. So I'm starting at +5, and I'm going down 2/3, down 2/3. And I'm doing as many points as I can all the way through the graph. Okay? And as I'm trying to find my straight edge, hopefully you guys are too, line it up. And there we go. Okay, now looking at I'm not going to shade it yet because I want to do my bottom equation or inequality. It's quadratic. I need to know that my vertex is at 1, -2. Out front, my a is 1, so it's positive, it's going up. And then looking at the inequality, it's open and above. Okay, so at 1, -2, I'm open and I'm going up 1 over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. And as I'm graphing this, it is a dashed line, open points. And there we go. Now, when we did this before, we would say, hey, go through and label it, do letters, however you want to do the different sections, and then we're going to kind of eliminate different ones. Okay, so starting with my blue line, I am below the blue line. So below the blue line means I can get rid of 1, 2, and 3. Now I need to be above the red. So if I'm above the red, then 5 is the only place that I can go. So 5 is my answer. Okay, now I need to identify a solution. So anything that's in here, I would try to find something nice, perfect, and in the middle so it's easy to see. And so we have a point of 1, 2. All right, number 2. So my first one, this is a horizontal line. All right, starting at 4, and it is open, and it's greater, so that means above. So at +4, I am open, and then I am drawing my line, my vertical, not vertical, horizontal line all the way across. Okay? I like that one. That one was an easy one. Excuse me. So I have a quadratic. I know that my a is -2, so it's going down. My vertex is -4, +8. And then looking at that inequality, it is closed and less than, so that means below. Okay, so -4, +8, that's where we're starting. And I'm going down 2 over 1, down 2, 4, 6, 8 over 2, and graph. All right, so the different areas to shade, we got 1. Now 1 is actually continued to over here as well. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter how you label it. I need to be above the blue. So above the blue, but below the red. So above the blue and below the red, 2 is the only place where I can shade. I'm going to change this, so here we go. All right, and identify a solution. I'm going to go right there, and that is the point -4, +6. Oh, not 6, that's 5, it's on the dashed line. So -4, 5. All right, number 3. So we need to pay attention. What do we have? Well, it's quadratic because it's squared. So I need my A, which is 2. So it's going to be going up. My vertex is -1, -5. And then greater than means that it's open, and I'm going to shade above. All right, so -1, -5 is where I start, -1, -5. And A is 2, so I'm going up 2 over 1. And then 2, 4, 6, 8 over 2. It's open. So there we go. Next we have absolute value, okay? So up front, our slope is we're going up 2 over 3, so we're going up. And then my vertex is -3, -2. And the inequality is telling me that this is closed and less than, so it is below. All right, so I'm going to start graphing at -3, -2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I'm going up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, double checking it, right? Up 2, 1, 2, 3. And I do that in both directions as many points as I can. Okay, and use that straight edge. And with the pencil, start going through and labeling. And this is technically 4 still too. Okay, so I need to be above the blue. So the only ones that are above the blue are 5 and 2. But then I need to be below the red. So the only area I can shade in is right there. Okay, and then find a point. I try to go right in the middle, somewhere that it's easy to see to make sure it is, and that is the point, -1, -2. All right, number 4, let's see if you can graph, just graph the top. Graph the top one, make sure you realize what type it is, write down your information and graph it, and then we'll do the second one together. pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so we have 3 over 4, which means we're going up. Our vertex 3, -7, and closed and below. All right, so looking at our next one, it's a quadratic. A is -1. Vertex is 5, 3. And then looking at the symbol, we are open and it's less than, so we are below. Okay, so at -5, 3, so -5, 3, I am open, and A was -1, so I go down 1 over 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. So as we're getting ready to shade this, this is section 1, here's section 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. Okay, and we just do process of elimination. I need to be below the blue, and then I need to be below red, and the only one that meets both of those is area number 4. So the inside here is where I'm going to be shading. Now, if you want to keep your number in there, that's fine. I've just been getting rid of it because when we're doing our point, some of those areas are kind of small. Okay, so for this one, I'm just doing the easy point right there of -5, -5. Okay, number 5, you are going to graph both of these, and then we will shade them together. Okay, so just pay attention. We have 2 quadratics here. Go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so there's all the information I wrote down, and there's my graph. And here we go. So here is area 1, there's 2, there's 3, we can say the inside, and 4. Okay, so I need to be above the blue, so I get to get rid of those guys. It's just 4 and 2. Now I need to be below the red, so the only thing I get to shade now is just this little itty bitty portion inside. Okay, now my favorite point to pick is part of my solution, and that is 0, 0. All right, number 6, go ahead. You guys are all on your own. Just remember to pay attention to what is the shape of your graph. Good luck. Okay, so there's all the information that I wrote down. This was above, so there we go. That's what it looks like. Now, finding a point. I'm just going to go right here, nice and easy. It's the point 2, 5 for my sample solution. Okay, that's it where we had to do the graphing. Now, number 7 is saying which of the following are keyword not a solution to the system below. So they gave us 6 points, We either say that yes, they are, or no, they are not. And I want the ones that are not a solution. Okay? So as I'm graphing this, here's A. A is -1, -1. I would label it. It is not a solution. So that's what they want. Okay? For B, the next one is -1, +1. Now, if it is on the line, oops, sorry, wrong color. If it's on the line, that's a yes. And that's what they don't want. Okay, they want the ones that are no's. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do the other 4 points. Good luck. Okay, now C was outside, and then F, it looked like it was inside, but remember, it's on the open point, and if it's open point, it is not part of the solution. Okay? Well, guys, that's it for Algebra 2, Unit 4.14 notes. If you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Otherwise, this is Mr. Grice signing off. Thanks for watching.